You saw the title world ranking performances. Disclaimer, these are all opinions, so you might not agree with me. That's okay. First up, and by far being the worst performance on the main card, Paulo Costa is here. We have the man who was doing very good in the first round, and then after his kicks got shut down, did absolutely nothing after that. This is the reason why he's 1-5 in his last 6 fights. Although, yes, 3 of those were against former champs, it seems like the guy's secret juice is just sugar water, and that's it. Have y'all seen Space Jam and like Bugs Bunny was talking about that secret stuff that he was giving out to people that made them play better when it was just water? Yeah, I feel like that's what Paulo Costa is doing here, and it's kind of old now. Because he has such a terrible performance, feed him to either Anthony Hernandez or Caio Borralho. No in between. Never mind, there is one in between. Feed him to Ikram Alasquero. Alex Morono, I'm disappointed in you. I'm gonna just be real. Because you have my prediction, I'm gonna give you a lot more work than most people on this list. Now, granted, I thought Nico Price's chin would be gone, and that's why I kind of gave you this win, but apparently it's not gone, and you couldn't hurt the man at all. And because of this loss, you are now 2-3 in your last 5 fights, sir. You need a win. Not really, but I am disappointed in you, my guy. Very. Cesar Almeida, you made me upset simply because you have the kickboxing to compete, and we all knew this already. I'm not Lucas Tracy, okay? I didn't think Roman Kopylov could beat Israel Adesanya because I'm just gonna glaze him the entire time. That's not me. I knew you could beat this guy with that kickboxing background of yours. I also knew, however, that these coaches don't seem to really drill takedown defense and getting up from the bottom drills with these guys because you had no idea what you were doing when you got to the ground, like at all. And this exact reason is why I predicted Roman Kopylov to win, because I knew if he took you down, you were probably not going to know what to do to get off of your back. Lo and behold, I was correct. But what made me put you this low is the fact that you outstruck him in every single round. Every round you outstruck this man, and he just took you down, and he won off of the takedowns. I'll be looking forward to your next fight, but you better be drilling how to get up or how to just defend the takedown to never get on your back in the first place. Sean the Jab Merchant Strickland, I wish Paulo Costa would have drop kicked you, but knowing you probably would have checked it and went back to jabbing and throwing front kicks 42,000 times. I have no idea how you managed to have 400 plus strikes and managed to be so boring that I literally fall asleep. I am dead serious. I fell asleep during this fight. Outside of that, though, Sean Strickland can either wait for a title fight or him and Robert Whittaker can go at it, and whoever wins gets an automatic title shot. Roman Kopylov, I'm gonna just be real with you. Your fight was boring. But even though it was boring, you did exactly what you needed to do in order to win, so I understand. There are some things that you need to improve on, in my opinion, though. I think you need to learn how to do damage from top position and get to a better position in order to attack submissions, or just get in better positions to further your ground and pound abilities. You also need to learn how to attack better takedowns, because some of the takedowns you shot in this fight were very obvious, and against high level people you will get countered horribly. But you went 5 for 9, which is not that bad, so your performance, in my opinion, was better than Sean Strickland, simply because it wasn't as boring as Sean Strickland's. And Strickland showed us that at the very end of the fight, he could have hunted for a finish. Maybe Strickland is the problem. You know, as much as I want to trash Nico Price, I can't really be too mad at him because I really thought his chin was gone and his career was over, and he came out there and proved me absolutely wrong. I mean, the dude is hilarious and he's built hilarious. He should really invest in shoulder strikes. Do y'all see his shoulders over there? Look at that. Tell me it doesn't look like if he were to shoulder strike somebody, they would start bleeding immediately. Tell me. I want to hate this man, but I can't. The dude is hilarious and I love him. All right. Congrats on the W, Nico. He's this high on this list due to the sheer grit and heart and toughness that he showed in his fight, because how did he take that knee from Brandy Brown? How? I wish I could show y'all the replay, but I'm not trying to get my channel taken down. But he took that knee flush to the chin and he just walked through it like nothing happened. And that begs the question, just how hard does Li Jingliang hit? Because he's the only person to knock this guy out. And he's fought Benoit Saint Denis, just to give you an example of how tough this man is. And he won that fight too. Mikalis is high simply because this man has been put through the ringer. Now I know it says at the bottom 1-3 in his last 4, but if you look at the 3 people that he's lost to, can you really be mad at him? Those 3 people being Kevin Holland, Michel Pereira, and Caio Borralho. Yeah, after looking at those people and saying those names, you can't really be mad at the guy for going 1-3 in his last 4. But what is he made of in general? Because Kevin Holland broke his arm and he protested the stoppage. This man was going to fight with a broken arm if Herb Dean did not stop it. That's how tough this guy is. I don't know. I would have tapped immediately. Plus, he went out there and did exactly what I thought he was going to do. Push Kevin Holland back and just throw absolute hammers at Kevin Holland. And granted, Kevin Holland is like the worst person to do that against because he has an unstoppable chin. But he did drop Kevin Holland, which nobody else has done. And he's fought people like MVP, Marvin Vettori, Jack Della Maddalena, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Like, he's been through the ringer and he's taken shots from all of these guys and just stayed up. Anyway, I'll be looking forward to McCall's next fight for sure. I hope he wins his next one. Randy Brown, my goodness, Rude Boy, you are 71 in your last 8 fights and you are showing excellent improvement, excellent distance striking, throwing his knees at the perfect time to intercept the takedowns, and he showed good grappling improvements as well. Like, this man is getting better and better, and I feel like that's scary. In his post-fight interview, he called out Jeff Neal. Now, I'm not sure how that fight's gonna go, but I'd love to see it if you ask me. Congratulations on the W to Randy Brown, and I hope you do good in your next one too. But against Jeff Neal, my guy, I don't know. I just had to see it. Now on to a guy that beat Jeff Neal, Kevin Holland. Won by first round arm bar. This man literally took an arm home with him. Like, if Herb Dean didn't stop that fight, that arm would have been taken home with Kevin Holland. Thank you for saving the main card, because what we were preparing for after your fight was just sleepiness, basically. It's crazy that Jailton Almeida was the first finish on the entire card. Like, that's awful, guys. Come on now, do better. You can always expect a good fight from Kevin Holland, though. And not only a good fight, but an entertaining post-fight interview as well, because he's talkative. That's what he does. It's what he's known for. He calls himself the best gatekeeper you've ever seen, and I gotta say, the self-awareness is admirable, for real. It kind of angers me because Kevin Holland is definitely top 5 potential in either middleweight or welterweight, but he's never going to reach that potential because he just wants money, and I can't be mad at it. I really can't. I can bet y'all he's more taken care of than a lot of these top 5 fighters, because he's someone who's reliable. They pick up the phone and be like, hey, Kevin Holland, can you pick up this fight for me? You know, he's like, bet. Never get rid of Kevin Holland. I think he'll be around for a long time. He's coming for Jim Miller's record for sure. Dustin Poirier, man, I can't do nothing but be happy with the performance that you put on against one of the toughest fighters in the world, one of the best fighters in the world, in Islam Makhachev, man. You showed amazing takedown defense. Just for record, he defended 11 takedowns from Islam Makhachev, and he was taken down 5 times. Let me remind y'all, when people get taken down by Makhachev, most of them don't survive. I really don't understand how people can look at this Dustin Poirier we saw last night and be like, yeah, this isn't the best Dustin Poirier we've seen. It's by far the best Dustin Poirier we've ever seen. He was just up against the best fighter and most complete fighter in the UFC right now. I can't believe people are saying that this wasn't the best Dustin Poirier we've seen, like he wasn't up against the best fighter in the world right now. Like, seriously, what's up with y'all? He didn't complete the story, and I really hope he doesn't retire. I hope he comes back for at least one more fight and leaves with a W. But if that is the final fight of Dustin Poirier's career, man, what an amazing career that it was, man. I will miss Dustin Poirier if that was his last fight. I really want him to come back. I was a huge fan. I will forever be a huge fan of Dustin Poirier. Pressure makes diamonds, and Dustin Poirier is the king that was never crowned. Hold your head up high, Dustin. Ain't nothing to be ashamed of. Come on, y'all. Stop acting like this isn't the greatest lightweight of all time now. Stop acting like Al Iaquinta, Conor McGregor, Justin Gaethje, and Poirier is a better resume than Charles Oliveira, Dustin Poirier, and Volkanovski 2 times. Like, that's so much better than anything Khabib has done. I'm telling you. Only thing Khabib has over Islam Makhachev is his dominance, and I agree that if Khabib was still around, he would probably still be champion to this day. Now, don't get me wrong. I think Khabib would beat Islam Makhachev in a fight, but stop sitting here and acting like Khabib's resume is touching Islam Makhachev's at this point. Khabib's dominance will never be replaced, and that I understand, but Islam Makhachev is the lightweight GOAT, and if he defends his title one more time, there are still people out there that are like, well, even if Islam Makhachev gets one more title defense, I still wouldn't put him over Khabib as the lightweight GOAT. Let go of the past. He's already past Khabib. He's beaten better competition than Khabib. I bet the only reason half of y'all have Khabib over Islam Makhachev is the fact that Khabib beat Conor McGregor. And no, Conor McGregor does not compare to Charles Oliveira, Volk 2 times, and Dustin Poirier. It doesn't compare, and if he defends it one more time, he's well over Khabib as the lightweight GOAT. He would also be extending his fight streak to 15 if he wins again. Like, come on, man. This is elite competition in the GOAT status right now. Time to start considering rearranging some of y'all lists out there, because Islam Makhachev should be added to that list at this point. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, and tell me, what do y'all think about this list, and what do y'all think about Islam Makhachev and Dustin Poirier and everybody else? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time.